Well, so we are taking up today individual and group personal accident insurance. Individual and group personal accident insurance. I introduce you to the latest situation of accidents in India. See, around 1,80,000 people died in road accident in India during the year 2024. Means in previous calendar year, 1,80,000 people died in road accidents alone in our country. And out of whom there were 30,000 people who died while riding two-wheelers without wearing a helmet. This is a case of sheer negligence. Now 66% of those who died in road accidents in the country were in the age group of 18 to 34 years. 66% of 1,80,000. Means more than 1 lakh people died in road accidents who were between the age group of 18 to 34 years. This is the scenario of our young generation of India. We are losing our youngsters in road accidents. In 2023 alone, means previous calendar year, there were 1.73 lakh deaths in road accidents and almost 4.63 lakh injuries. That means 474 deaths daily. Or you can say more than one life lost every 3 minutes. According to World Bank data, India ranked first among the top 20 countries for road accidents. Even the road transport minister, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, has said, I can do anything, but I can't control the road accidents. These are beyond my control. Infrastructure can be improved, roads can be improved, road lights can be improved. But this using without helmet, without driving license, over speeding, overturning, drunken driving, nobody can control them. Moreover, the main causes were infrastructural deficit, negligence and risk, distractions, overloading, weak vehicle safety standards in India, and lack of awareness. I recently read in the newspaper more than 8 crores of the vehicles are those which are kabad, salvage, and they are running on the road as a road killers. They are the weapons. They are the road killers. Maybe if they are more than 15 or 20 years old, more than 8 crore vehicles in India. This is the scenario. Now coming to the product. So we have taken up today individual and group personal accident. The policy covers accidental death, accidental disablement, maybe permanent disablement, partial disablement, temporary disablement, or accidental bodily injury. Policy also provides the optional riders, and these riders are 5 in number. Hospital confinement allowance, accidental hospitalization cover, medical expenses reimbursement, modification of accommodation and vehicles, and tariff. So this is our policy providing. Because this is a policy which differs company to company. There is no tariff for it. Wordings, terms, conditions, they are all different, company to company. So our policy says that this policy can be offered to any individual or a family member. Here family means self, spouse, dependent children and dependent parents. Means our PF policy covers self, spouse, dependent children and dependent parents. If it is taken for the family. Or if it is for individuals, that means the insured will be covered. But this policy can cover the persons of the age of 1 to 70 years. Only one restriction is there in the comprehensive plan, that is 21 to 70 years. Otherwise, minimum age is 1 and maximum age is 70 years. Now, what other factors are there? This is available in 3 different policy terms. If the proposer wants, he can take the policy for 1 year, 2 years, and 3 years. As per his choice, no compulsion, no foundation. But if he is taking for 3 years, he has to pay the premium for 3 years initially while taking the policy, at the commencement of the policy only. Level of sum insured is restricted. Restricted in the sense the maximum sum insured, the insured can opt will be 120 times of his or her monthly income. 120 times, that means 10 years income of his or her. 10 years income may be service class, may be business class, may be professional. Maximum sum insured will not exceed 120 times of his or her monthly income. There is a logic for it, I will explain to it. Now, what plans we are having to offer? This is to be understood because this is very systematic. We have designed this product in a very systematic manner, giving 4 options to the customers. Means poorer to poorer can take it and richer to richer can take it. There are 4 plans like type 1 basic plan, type 2 basic plus plan, type 3 advanced plan and type 4 comprehensive plan. It is difficult to remember how and what risks are covered under different 4 plans. But I will systematize it in a proper manner. So in addition to these 4 plans, there are 5 riders, 5 add-on covers. These add-on covers are optional, no compulsion. As per the choice of the customer, if he wants, he can take all of them. If he don't want, he cannot even take a single. Because each add-on cover has got additional premium. And these are the requirement based. If there is a requirement, then only the one should take. So 4 plan and 5 riders. Let's see what the plans are. Our first plan, that is basic plan, is covering only one risk. One risk and 2 benefits. 2 benefits are permanent in all the 4 plans. 2 benefits are permanent in all the 4 plans. There is no change in those benefits. But there is a change in risk category in every plan. So the first basic plan covers only one risk, and that is accidental death. Obviously, if it is covering only one risk, that means the premium would be low. And 2 benefits are transportation of mortal remains and children's education benefit. They will remain as it is in all the 4 plans. So first basic plan is a low premium plan, low coverage plan, because this is covering only one accidental death risk. Second, basic plus plan. This is slightly wider because this is covering two benefit categories and two risk categories. Risk categories are accidental death and permanent total disability. And two benefits are same: transportation of elderly men and children education benefit. It means in basic plus plan, one more risk is added is permanent total disablement in addition to accidental death. So basic plan covers one risk category, accidental death. Basic plus plan covers two risk categories, that is accidental death and permanent total disability. And the plan third, that is advanced plan, that covers three risk categories. This plan covers three risk categories. Means plan 1, one risk category; plan 2, two risk categories; plan 3, three risk categories. And two benefits are fixed in all the plans. So what are the three risk categories? Accidental death, permanent total disablement, and permanent partial disablement. This is our advanced plan. Two benefits are same: transportation of elderly men and children's education benefit. And the fourth one is the biggest one. Fourth one is comprehensive plan. Under this plan, we provide four risk categories plus two benefits. Four risk categories: accidental death, which is common in all the four plans; permanent total disability, which is covered in three plans, not in basic cover; permanent partial disability, which covers in two plans only, advanced and comprehensive; and the last one, temporary total disablement, which is covered only in this plan. So plans are designed in such a systematic manner you cannot forget, because plan 1 covers one risk category, plan 2 covers two risk categories, plan 3 covers three risk categories, and plan 4, that is comprehensive plan, covers four risk categories. Two benefits are common in all the four plans. So this is systematic, this is easy to understand, this is comfortable to remember to you. Maximum four risk categories are there. The wider is the cover, higher is the premium. Lower is the cover, lower is the premium. There is no change in the benefits will remain the same in all the four plans. There is no premium for these benefits. On the contrary, they will provide the benefit limits to you. But of course, all these risk categories differs plan to plan. So this is the simplest manner to remember these four plans. Lower to higher and higher to lower. If you go by lower to higher means plan 1, 1 category, plan 2, 2 category, plan 3, 3 category, plan 4, 4 category. Easy to remember? Okay. Now coming to the accidental death. There is a common risk in all the four plans. But in accidental death case, 100% sum insured is payable to the nominee of the insured. Because insured is no more. 100% sum insured is payable without any deduction. There is no policy deductibles But the nominee clause is important. If there is no nomination, insurance company will not pay any claim to anyone. Maybe wife, son or parents, no one. Because for that purpose, insurance company will require succession certificate, and that is very difficult to obtain because that is issued by the court of law after complete proceedings. So it is always better to get the name of nominee. Otherwise, forget to get the claim amount. So this accidental death is covered in all the 4 plans and 100% sum insured is payable. Second category provides the permanent total disability. That benefit is again 100% sum insured is payable without any deduction. But there are 9 criteria. Under those criteria, the 100% permanent total disability will be treated on the confirmation by the medical doctor. If the doctor is certifying that the disability is 100%, insurance company will pay 100% sum insured. Permanent total disability is covered in all the 3 plans except basic plus, except basic cover. So these 9 categories includes loss of both eyes, loss of both hands, loss of both legs, loss of one hand and one eye, loss of one hand and one leg. So these may be in combinations also. But doctor has to certify. Then only the 100% compensation will be paid. Sometimes the permanent total disability may be more than 100% in accidental cases. More than 100%. Still the sum insured payable is 100% only. How it can be more than 100%? Suppose in the accident, the person has lost one eye, one leg, one hand. So according to the medical science, the permanent disability is 150%. But since insurance company has the limited sum insured, so that will pay 100% sum insured only. Then comes permanent partial disability. Partial disability means not the insured has not lost a body part permanently. Means one hand is lost out of the 2, one leg is lost out of the 2. So the insured is not permanently disabled. It's permanently disabled but not totally disabled. Partially disabled, of course. So in that case, the compensation payable would be the percentage certified by the doctor. If the permanent partial disability is 90%, the policy will pay 90% claim. If it is only 9%, the policy will pay the 9% of the claim. So that has to be certified by the doctor. And according to the medical science, the nature of disability has its scale. That scale is applied by the doctors. So according to that scale, it could be 2%, it could be 92%. We have to go by the medical certificate provided by the doctor. Then temporary total disability. Temporary total disability means which is recoverable on treatment. So in that case, the compensation is limited, that is 1% of the capital sum insured per week and maximum up to 50,000 rupees per week. How long the treatment continues, that will be certified by the doctor. Compensation payable would be 1% of the capital sum insured. It cannot exceed more than 50,000 rupees per week, whatever is the sum insured. So this is temporary total disability. Now coming to the benefits covered under all the 4 plans. These additional benefits are transportation of mortal remains. If the person died anywhere, at any place, away from his house, because this policy is worldwide. PA policy is worldwide and covering the liability 24/7. So even if the insurer has taken the policy from Delhi and he has gone to USA and there in the Los Angeles he met with an accident, still the risk is covered. Suppose he died in that accident and his dead body is brought here in India. In that case, the company will pay an additional amount of the sum insured, and that would be 5,000 or 2% of the sum insured, whichever is lower. That would be in addition to the sum insured. And if the death is due to accidents, his children would also be entitled for a education benefit, first two children, and that limit is 2% of the sum insured. Maximum, first two. So these two benefits are permanent in both the plans, all the four plans, without any extra cost. Now there are 5 optional rider covers. Optional means there is no compulsion. One is hospital confinement allowance. Here if the insurer is paying a little amount, he would be entitled for 1,000 rupees per day for each completed calendar day of hospitalization. Due to accident, if the person is hospitalized, he will get an additional amount of 1,000 rupees per day as long as he is in the hospital. Maybe the cases of total disability or partial disability or whatever it is. However, the amount the insurance company will pay will not exceed more than 30,000. Suppose the person met with an accident and he was hospitalized for 25 days. He'll get 25,000 extra. But suppose he is hospitalized for 40 days. In that case, the maximum amount payable would be 30,000. In addition to the category benefits. Second is medical expenses. Medical expenses reimbursement. This provides 4 options, but the insured has no right to choose. This says if the person is hospitalized due to accident, he will get either 40% of the value of claim amount or 10% of the capital sum insured or 5 lakh rupees or the actual amount, whichever is lower. So under all the circumstances, the company is going to pay whichever is the lowest out of these 4. This is medical expenses reimbursement. Third one is modification of residential accommodation and vehicle. Sometimes the person may suffer the injury in the accident, which makes him so uncomfortable that he cannot even sit in the toilet. He cannot even climb the ladders. So in such a case, he needs modification in the house or even modification in the vehicle, which he is planning. So for that purpose, either there is a modification of vehicle or there is a modification of residential accommodation. Maximum 50,000 rupees is payable under this benefit. Then terrorism. Terrorism is a heinous crime. But since this is not covered, so on payment of additional premium, this risk can be covered. And in terrorism, whatever happens, death or permanent total disability or permanent partial disability, the benefit is payable according to that category. And the fifth one is accidental hospitalization cover. This pays the actual medical expenses incurred by the insured on the treatment. Actual hospitalization expenses or sum insured, subject to terms and conditions of this policy. The limit is only on the room rent, where that could not be more than maximum 1% of the sum insured. Otherwise, the actual expenses will be paid. So these are the 5 add-on covers which the insured can select out of 5, anyone or all 5. Now how the premium rates will apply? Premium rates are applicable on the basis of 4 factors: plan selected, sum insured taken, add-on or rider or risk of price. Means plan selected out of all the four. This is the choice of the insured. Risk occupancy. PA premium is always taken on the basis of the risk occupancy by all the general insurance companies of India. This is not on the basis of the age of the insured. So risk occupancy is always classified into three categories. This category one is low risk, where the people are working on the safe place where the chances of accidents are very rare. Say for example, accountant, doctors, lawyer, architects, consulting engineers, teachers, bankers. They work in a place where the chances of accidents are very rare. So obviously their premium rates is very low. Second is medium risk, that is risk category 2. They are the people who are working in the field where the risk is little higher. Say for example, veterinary doctors, drivers, constructors, contractors, builders, engineers, even professional athletes and sportsmen. So their premium rate is little higher. And then third category, that is heavy risk. People who are engaged in more dangerous jobs or games are covered, like circus personnel, mountaineers, hunters, polo players. Their life is always at stake. So these are the three categories for rating purposes. Now how the premium is charged? Three categories: risk category 1 normal risk, risk category 2 medium risk, risk category 3 heavy risk. 4 plans: basic plan, basic plus plan, advanced plan and comprehensive plan. Premium rate is very low. It starts from 0.475, means less than 0.5. And the highest rate applicable is only 2.945. Rate are charged as per milli, means per thousand. Rates for riders is also very low. Hospital confinement allowance 200 rupees per person. Medical expenses reimbursement 10% of the premium. Modification of residential accommodation only 15 rupees per person. Terrorism 5% of the basic. But for accident hospitalization cover, which is paying the actual medical expenses, there is a table. And out of that table, the insured can select the limit. If you want 10,000 rupees only medical expenses limit, premium starts from 20. If he is in this category 3, 40 rupees. But if you want 5 lakh rupees, you have to pay 400 rupees if risk 3 is there. Risk 3 category is there. So here he has got an option to select. Then discounting provision is also there. If the policy is taken from 1 year, there is no discount, only direct discount is there. For 2 years, 5%, for 3 years, 10%. The condition is PA policies are issued as named policy. Because in the proposal form, the age, address of nominee, name and relation is compulsory. Blasting and underground mining and sea related works are excluded from our policy. Then if a group personal accident policy has to be given, this has slight differentiation. 1. Inbuilt terrorism cover. Means the policy will provide terrorism extension without any extra premium. It's free of cost. But this group PA will not be for long term. This will be issued for 1 year only. No long term discount, no long term policy. In simple word. Third, for students, no education benefit. If it is given for any school, college, university, the educational benefit will not be covered. Fourthly, the group should already be there. It is not created for the purpose of taking a group personal accident policy. And there should be a homogeneous group of the same nature. People must be of sound health. If there are any additions or deletions during the policy period, they all can be adjusted. Suppose we have given this policy to the 500 members of Rotary Club or Lions Club. So that club is having additions and deletions during the policy period. At the end of the policy, the premium can be adjusted. Detail is provided by the club to the insurance company. So premium is adjustable. Here again the nomination certificate is required, name of nominee is required. And this policy is worldwide 24/7 basis. All PA policies are worldwide and issued on the basis of 24/7. That means even if the accident took place at 0 hours of midnight, still the risk is covered. So GPA is for the similar type of persons or jobs. Group should not be created for the insurance, it has to be pre-existing. Banks, IT companies, clubs, whatever is the group. Persons are related to a school, IT companies, members of political parties. Minimum number is 7 as per IRDA. Then in IPA, premium does not depend upon the age or gender. It depends upon the risk category. But one special provision is there. If a family is taking the policy and only one earning member is there, suppose the sum insured taken is 5 lakh. So for that member, the premium on 5 lakh will be 100%. If the wife is doing nothing and you want to cover the wife also, the premium would be 50% only. If children are also dependent, then premium for them would be 1/4 of the sum insured for the children. In GPA, we do not approve proposal having sum insured more than 2 crores individually. If there is any proposal for more than 2 crores, the income has to be certified. Some proof is required. So in GPA policy, we don't ask for the income proof otherwise. There are chances of moral hazards, so named policies are issued. To whatever group we are giving, a complete list of the persons insured according to that group and the name of them, category of sum insured, nature of job, these are given. There is a chance of moral hazard in the unnamed policy, so it is always better to give a named policy. In case of GPA, nominee details is mandatory. Name, date of birth, designation, age are must. Policy excludes snake bite, insect bite, animal bite, drowning, or use of pesticides or poisonous substance. Because the BISRA report will explain all these things. But murder is covered. Murder in IPA, if it is not by provoked nature, murder is covered because this is treated as accidental incidents. So at the time of claim, every facility is available. Policy is simple, you must have understood now. Only 4 plans are there. Systematic plans are there, basic plan, basic plus plan, advanced plan and comprehensive plan. 5 riders are there as per the choice of the insured. No compulsion is there, but there is a separate premium for each rider. So this is the choice of the insured. Policy can be given to a group of homogeneous nature. Group should already be there. It is not created for the purpose of policy only. So this is the PA individual and group policy. Now if you have any questions, you can ask. Any questions? You must be issuing, and this policy is not new. Everyone knows about the PA and GPA. Easiest to start even the general insurance business. But the benefit you have got is that the brokers must be demanding GPA normally, because if it is given to a larger group, the premium would be in bulk. So that would favor you also. You may approach for individual or group PA both. No questions? Okay, please check your mail ID.
Received, sir.
Received?